Tu marca es tu closing. Your brand is your closing. Before you say a word, before you slide a listing presentation across the table, before you even get the appointment, the deal is already half decided. Why? Because they Googled you, they scroll through your Instagram, they add their primo, and by the time you're sitting at that table, they've already made a decision about who you are. So today, we're not talking about leads. We're not talking about scripts. We're talking about the system underneath all of it, your brand. And how AI lets you build the whole thing in a single sitting. Así que, let me walk you through exactly how. See, everyone tells you your brand matters. You've heard it at every conference, every coaching call, every mastermind. Brand, 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 brand. Almost no one shows you how to actually build one. So this is not that talk. Today, you're going to build it in one sitting using a tool that's probably already on your phone. But first, let me ask you something. If a buyer Googled you right now, what would they find? Be honest with yourself. Will they find you? Or will they find a logo, a phone number, and a Zillow profile that haven't been updated since 2022? Because here's the truth. Your brand is whatever shows up when you're not in the room. That's it. That's the whole game. When someone types your name into a search bar at 11 o'clock at night, whatever comes back is your brand. It's not what you think it is. It's not what you wish it was. It's what actually shows up. My name is Pedro Ondo Rivera. I'm 9 years into the business. Started as a producing agent for 2 years. Then I built a brokerage. Done about 30 million in volume. Over 200 families helped. Coach 8 agents from 0 to 6 figures in the first 14 months. And I don't tell you that to flex. I tell you that because everything I'm about to share, I built it the same way you're going to build it. I did not build it with motivational speeches. I built it with systems. Okay, from Milwaukee in Central Florida, bilingual, NAHREP National Board, founder of our chapter from scratch, rookie chapter of the year. And if I can do it bilingually across 2 markets, you can do it too. So let's reframe what we're actually talking about. AI, it's not the shortcut. AI, it's the amplifier. Here's what that means. If you don't know who you are, if you haven't figured out your identity, your voice, your proof, AI just amplifies that confusion faster. Okay? Because whatever you ask the AI, like say content, you're going to get generic content at a scale. And that's worse than having not content at all because you won't have a brand out there. But if you do know who you are and you've done the work to get that clear, AI will multiply that across every single platform, every post, every email, consistently, para siempre, forever. So step 1, it's always the same in any business, just to figure out who you are, who you're serving, and then let AI multiply that. Every strong brand, whether it's an agent, brokerage, a team, has 3 layers. Layer 1 is identity, who you serve, and you must be able to answer that in one breath. Layer 2, consistency, same face, same surface, everywhere. Layer 3 is proof. That's your equity in your career. Not 1, not 2, 3. You miss any one and the other 2 stop working. Most agents do only 1, which is the first one. That pretty one, the headshot, the logo. That's why they're invisible. Así que, let me walk you through each. Identity is not your logo. Identity is the answer to that one sentence. And the formula, it's right there on the screen. Who, where, language, proof. The left side. I help buyers and sellers. That's not an identity, my friend. That's a job description. That's every agent in your market. Now the right side, okay, in this case, a national board member, bilingual broker owner in Wisconsin and Central Florida, agent from 0 to over 6 figures in the first 14 months, en inglés y en español orgullosamente. That's an identity. That's something a client can repeat. That's something an agent, in my case, can repeat. In your case, your client is going to repeat that to a cousin at a kitchen table, and that's something that their cousin is going to remember. And guess what? That cousin is going to be potentially your next client. If you can't say that in one sentence, in one breath, your client won't be able to repeat it. And if they cannot repeat it, your brand does not travel. Look at this. 6 places a client might find you. Instagram, your website, Google profile, Google business. In my case, you see consistency. Pedro, is yours like that? Be honest. Because for most agents, the answer to that question is no. Their Instagram says luxury, their Zillow says first-time home buyers, their Google profile is empty, the LinkedIn is from a corporate job they had in 2017. That's not a brand. That's a collection of accidents, guys. And a confused client is not going to convert. So you need the same face, the same name, the same promise everywhere. Proof comes in 3 flavors. Numbers, names, and nods. Numbers. I can proudly say, coached 8 agents from 0 to 6 figures in less than 14 months. Personally mentored over 32. See, those are receipts. Over 200 families helped. Each one with a story, a neighborhood, a win. See, that's not abstract. That's real people, real closings. Not 3 press releases or features, TMJ4, TBS. That's third-party validation I cannot buy. You need all 3. Numbers without names feel cold. Names without numbers feel empty. Not either feel like you bought a plate or you bought a plate. The agent who can show you all 3 in 30 seconds on every platform wins the listing before you even start that appointment. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a listing. It could be that potential buyer. It could be that potential investor. Okay? So now that you know what a brand is, the 3 layers, identity, consistency, and proof, the question is, how do you actually build one when you're already a full-time agent? See, here's where everybody gets stuck. They open ChatGPT or Claude. They type, write me a bio, because they heard from Pedro they need a bio, right? And the AI is going to write you a bio, a generic bio. The same bio every other agent in your market is going to get. Passionate real estate professional dedicated to helping clients achieve their dreams through thorough service and commitment to excellence. Does that sound familiar? Of course it does. You asked a generic question and you got a generic answer. Look at that red banner on the screen. Okay? There's no diagnosis, no content, no history. So you get generic every single time. The mistake is not the tool. The mistake is the conversation you're having with the tool. This is the prompt. If you're watching these on other places other than the Substack, I'm going to make sure I link my Substack at the bottom so that you have access to these specific prompt and everything, all the instructions and whatnot. Here's the key move. And this is the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire video. Do not ask the AI for an answer. Ask the AI to interview you. Look at that prompt. You're a brand strategist for real estate professionals. Build a brand brief asking me questions, one category at a time. Don't write yet. Interview me first. See, that one switch from output to interview changes everything, guys. Below the prompt, 10 categories. Your full name and how you want to be referenced to. Your market, cities, counties, neighborhoods, your language, cultural background, your production number, your ideal client, your designations, your brand colors, your online presence handles. Okay? What's the one thing that makes you different? Okay? And on the right, what comes out? It's not going to be just a bio. It's going to be a positioning statement, a 7-second bio you can memorize tonight, 3 signature phrases, a weekly content map, and a profile fix list that you can knock out this weekend. That happens when you have the right conversation. You're not writing a bio. You're being debriefed. And By the time the debriefing is done, the AI will know you better than your own marketing does as of this moment in time. See, you want to answer with your real specific numbers, real markets, real voice, real numbers, nothing made up. And continue that for all 10 categories. If you're vague and you just want to feel like, hey, I want to just get this done, I want to continue moving forward one weekend, that's what you're going to get. Vague in, vague out, specific in, specific out. Left side, I serve buyers and sellers in Illinois. Well, that's everyone. The AI just going to give you a generic agent number, number 4,287, for example. The right side, I serve first generation Latino families buying their first home in Rockford, mostly from 180 to 280,000. Everything orgullosamente en español. See, that's you and only you. Once you get to that point, you're on to building something. The AI is a mirror, guys. What you put in is what you get back. To be specific with your answer, that's a real unlock of this tool. And here's the bonus. That same specific that makes AI useful is the same specifics that's going to make a client choose to work with you. It works in both directions. When you do the interview right, you don't walk away with a paragraph. You walk away with a system, 5 pieces. Number one, a positioning statement, 1 paragraph. Okay. Number 2, a 7-second bio. Memorize it tonight, use it tomorrow. 3, signature phrases. Say them everywhere until your clients start repeating them back to you. 4, a weekly content map, themes, hook, handles by daily. 5, a profile fix-it list. Knock it out this weekend, and trust me, you're going to start looking at more conversions. This is one conversation, one document, the whole brand on paper, but it gets even better because that document, you can teach the AI to remember it forever. See, most people think the AI is a strategy. You know what? I want to do this campaign. I'm going to use AI to help me. It is not. AI is just a megaphone. Whatever conversation you have with it, that's what's going to get amplified across every post, every caption, every email, and every follow-up for the next 3, 4, 5 months or whatever time you choose to run your marketing campaign. So if you cheap out on the prompt, you're going to get cheap on the quality of the brand. See, it needs to be quality in and quality out. Here's what we're doing now. Most people stop at the brief. However, this is where it gets powerful. Without a skill, you're re-explaining who you are every single time you open a new chat, new conversation, new blank slate. It's like training a new assistant from scratch every single morning. That's what you're going to get if you don't turn this into a skill. Now, with a skill, Claude already is going to know your name, your markets, your numbers, your voice, your signature phrases forever, every time you start a conversation. See, a skill is just a file. Take your brand brief, tell Claude to turn it into a skill using the built-in skill creator that they have. Claude will read your brief, create the files, package everything up. You hit save, and you're done. In the left side, you said use the skill creator. Turn my brand brief into a skill called my brand system. Claude does the work. In the right side, there it is, skill.md. Your persona, your markets, your voice, your signature, saved forever. 3 steps. Ask, review, save. That's it. Look at what happens. You see that green banner on the screen? Skill loaded. My brand system. Now I type, write me an Instagram caption for the Sanchez closing in Gonzalez. Look at what comes out. Familia The Sanchez crew just got their keys in West Allis, closing 11 days, listed at 245, sold for 251. That's 205 families I've helped find homes. See, that's my name, my numbers, my voice, without re-explaining a single thing. Think of it like training a brand new. You spend a week teaching them your voice, your script, your no-nos. Once they get it, they get it. That's the skill. In this case, Claude never sleep, and it works for you for $20 a month. Now you can stack it. You can create your own ecosystem of skills because it's the same. It's your identity, your consistency, your proof. And on top of that, you can have a presentation creator in which you can use to build listing decks or buying consultations decks, recruiting decks, all branded, of course, to you. On top of that, a document creator. You can use it to create buyer guides, market reports, welcome packets. See, spend minutes instead of hours. On top of that, a content calendar, full month of captions, hooked, hashtags, all in your voice across every platform. Each one inherits everything from the overall brand. So your listing descriptions, your post, your welcome package, they all sound the same. Your follow-up is going to sound like you, like your brand. Your presentation is going to sound like your brand. The whole funnel is going to sound like your brand because it is. 3 steps right now. Step 1, you open Claude, you go to projects, you click on new project, you name it my brand system. That's going to be the container. Everything brand related is going to live here from now on. This is for those of you that are already using Claude to another level and you have it trained to behave or know something at a different level, different business. See, if you want to segregate this brand system and not mess what you already have, this is the way to go. Step 2, you're going to take the document that the AI built for you in the interview, which is the brand brief, and paste it into the project as a knowledge file. You drop it in, Claude's going to read it in every single conversation, and now the project's going to know your brand, but it's going to stay within the project. Step 3 is going to be the magic one. This is the project instruction field. You write just one paragraph. In this case, every time I ask you to create content, reference my brand brief. Use my voice, my numbers, my positioning. Never use generic language. Never say passionate professional. Never invent stats. Pull from the brief. That's it. Now, every chat in the project is going to start with your brand already loaded. It's going to be 3 steps, maybe 20 minutes, and you just install a brand operating system in your Claude. Now, here's the math nobody talks about. Brand compounds. The compound effect. 1 post, nothing. 10 posts, a little. 100 posts, all the same voice, with all the same proof, all pointing to the same niche. Guys, that's a referral machine. Look at the numbers on the screen. Week 1, okay, 4 posts, about 1,200 reach. Week 12, 48 posts, 32,000. Week 52, 208, almost 500,000 impressions. Same voice, same proof, same positioning, compounding every single week. Most agents quit post 15 because they're rewriting their voice every single time. And it's a lot of work. I get it. But you won't quit because the skill never forgets. It shows up every single day, consistent in your voice. So 12 months from now, you won't have 100 random posts. You will have a library, and libraries get borrowed from. That's how referrals happen. That's not marketing, that's infrastructure. Everything I just walked you through, the prompt, the skill template, the profile fix-it checklist, the weekly content system, it's all linked in the description below this video if you're not watching on Substack. No upsell, no email wall, okay? So if you grab it today, you can have your brand system installed before the next weekend it's over. Now, listen, your brand is the system that makes people choose you before they ever meet you. That was always true before AI, before social media, before Zillow. It's about winning before arriving. The agent who wins the next 10 years are not the ones with the most leads. They're the ones with the clearest brands, repeated the most consistently, backed by the most proof. AI does not replace you. AI amplifies you, but only if you tell it who you are first. So grab the resources, do the interview, write the brief, install the skill, build the system. Y siempre recuerden, claridad primero y ética siempre. Hasta luego. Dale.